Good evening, everyone. This is Eddie Kingston, and welcome to week seven, my week seven video. Um, the first thing I want to talk about, as far as this week's reading, the topic I want to talk about is cohesion and performance. Now, I've been a team sport player for a large chunk of my life. I played team sport, high school, college, and a little bit beyond that. And one of the things that, without exception, all of my coaches always talked about was cohesion, teamwork, and how that would lead to better performance. And most people who've been part of a team sport can attest to that. Uh, the coaches will always stress that the more cohesive your unit is, the better the performance. Um, the opposite was never true or was never talked about. I don't remember a coach saying anything like, if individually you guys all played well, it will lead to better cohesion. But they always talked about, if you have better teamwork, you have better chemistry, and it will lead to better performance. Um, Obviously, there is some critique, um, and in some of the readings about cohesion and leading to optimal performance. Um, a lot of other factors do affect what actually um, what can limit that, or what can even limit cohesion for that matter. Because not every time you have a group you can attain a level of cohesion, because sometimes a group, which gonna lead me into the other question about diversity in the group, because sometimes you have a group that is a little bit more diverse and you have some differences. There's also the size of the group, that all may affect the cohesion. So with that said, I'm going to talk about uh, a situation in which um, a group diversity will lead to positive outcomes. Um, I think diversity in and of itself is a good thing, because it brings to a particular group different ideas, different perspective, different skill set, different talent. And if you're able to harness that in a group, it definitely can be a good thing. On the flip side, it can be a really bad thing, because um, diversity in itself spell differences, and that differences can be more volatile. People can That differences can be exploited for negative. People may not be able to reconcile those differences, be able to agree on certain things, especially if they're cultural, or if they're just, if they're deep seated in a sort of way. If it's based on something like maybe ethnicity, or sexual orientation, and those kind of thing. There are just some people who aren't as tolerant for certain people based on their diversity, and so that can lead to a negative thing. Have I enjoyed working in a group? Absolutely. I do enjoy working in a group. Like I said, I've been a team player my whole life, and I think working in a group is a good thing, because there's always different people in a group always bring something different to the table each and every time. And if you have a good leader who is able to harness those different talents and skill set, it's always a positive thing. Um, that's my view on the topic this week. To recap, I think cohesion does lead to good performance. There are limitations um, to, to to cohesiveness, There are limitations because of it could be anything from the size of the group or to just to the understanding of people and the diversity, and those can put limit on what the cohesion is. um and why I think that cohesion may lead to optimal performance. I don't believe that the opposite is true. So if you have a collection of individuals who are really good, and the individually they perform well, I I don't think that it can translate to a cohesiveness within a unit. That's my video for today. I'm welcoming any feedback. I absolutely love this topic, again, because of my background as an athlete and having been part of a group of different groups my whole life. So I welcome any feedback. Thank you. Peace out.